Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be filming my first ever Q&A. I've kind of wanted to do one of these for a really long period of time, and I don't know, I've just kind of never gotten around to doing it. So I thought, nah, today's the day I'm going to be filming a Q&A. So I'm going to skip the big long intro because let's be honest here, I'm talking the whole video and there is not much to intro on because I'm sure everyone here knows what a Q&A is. So let's just jump right in and get started. I don't know why I keep doing that. That's like bringing back me from like the beginning of my channel, but anyways. So I asked you guys on my Instagram, I will link it up above, you guys can go follow it if you want, but like, you know. Basically I asked you guys on Instagram in a story what kind of video, why is my brain all over the place? Yesterday I did a story on Instagram asking you guys to ask me some questions to do a Q&A. So I have some like things here, some questions here. Some of the like more basic questions I got asked, not basic but like just like ground level ones. I got a couple of questions asking how old are you. I am 16. I am going to be turning 17 this year in August on the 16th. So like if you want to save the date, like I won't be mad. Someone asked, where are you from? I'm from Sydney, Australia. There's not much to it. I've kind of been brought up there my whole life. I've never lived anywhere else but Sydney, Australia, and I kind of don't, other than England because my whole family lives there. I would never want to live. Like, it is the most beautiful place to live and I'm really lucky to get to live here. So I've always lived in Sydney. What grade I'm going into this year. So if you didn't know, if you're from somewhere other than Australia, in Australia we go back to school, like we start a new year in like January, February. So I am going back to school on February 4th and I will be going into year 11, which is actually scary because that's like year 12 subjects and I'm just like, I'm not ready for it. Someone asked what my religion is. I have been brought up going to a Christian school, but my family's never had a religion, so I was kind of brought up in the Christian kind of like, you know, like how they just tell you and you kind of like believe it because you don't know anything else. But I am currently atheist because I don't believe in anything. Someone asked what my favorite brands are. I love Glassons, to be perfectly honest. I don't really wear anything other than Glassons, except I love Assembly, but I just kind of can't afford anything from there. So this is all I own, but I have to say that Glassons is like my all-time favorite brand. What sports do you do? I do competitive all-star cheerleading. So if you don't know what that is, it is kind of like gymnastics, acrobatics, and dance all put into like one. I don't do cheerleading for like football teams. I do not do that. That is not really cheerleading. That is like dancing with pom-poms. But yeah, I've done it for 12 years now. I've done like all the basics like netball, soccer, nippers, water polo, but I've done cheerleading for 12 years and that has to be my hands down favorite sport and the only sport I still do. Are you going to be making any back to school videos? Yes. What made you want to start a YouTube channel? I was kind of like, I don't know, I can't even remember how it started. My family's never been a big YouTube watcher, like no one else in my family watches YouTube. And I remember like I got an iPad and I used to like watch like Graveyard Girl, I think her name was, and she did like the does this thing really work, and I used to live off that. And then I got into the whole like May Baby, Alicia Marie kind of like life hacks kind of thing when I was like 10. But as I said, all my family only watched TV, so it was kind of like weird for me to watch YouTube. And then around year 7, 8, I started like hardcore watching YouTube and like started watching more than TV. And I just wanted to become a beauty YouTuber so bad. I was watching makeup collection videos and I came across Jaclyn Hill makeup collection video and I was just like, oh my god. And I started binge watching her and she was the first person to ever become like my favorite YouTuber. And all I wanted to do was be like her, and I just wanted to be a beauty YouTuber, and that was my life goal, and that was exactly what I wanted to do with my life. So I was like the 14-year-old girl who would sit in front of her mirror and make little mini makeup tutorials whenever she did her makeup and be like, so now I'm gonna take my highlighter. And I started making videos that I was like, oh yeah, but like I never really posted any of them, and I was always really scared of like what people at school would think and stuff like that. So I made a makeup Instagram, which is now evolved into my current Instagram. But yeah, I just kind of knew that that's what I wanted to do for a really long time, and it was just kind of building up the courage to do it. I don't know why exactly I wanted to do it. I just loved watching YouTube and I loved the idea of making videos, and I've always loved photography and videography and making content, and I love editing it. I don't know, I just kind of, it just clicked. I've never really clicked with anything else. Like people are like, I want to be doctors, or I want to be a police officer. Like it just kind of clicks, and that is exactly what you want to do. That was like me with YouTube. I don't really know why, it's just what I wanted to do. And yeah, I just was, one day I was like, screw this, I'm making YouTube no matter what anyone thinks. I don't care anymore. And so I did it, and it was honestly one of the best decisions I've ever made, and I do not regret this at all, and I have loved every minute of it, to be perfectly honest. So I'm very glad I did that. Wow, I was in the middle of getting like really deep, and then I get interrupted, so that sucks. But what was I saying? Someone asked, is there a boy? There is not a boy. I can promise you there is not a boy. Like, there's not a boy. The last question is, are you materialistic? Oh, let me look at the definition because I'm kind of confused, because I don't think I am, but we're gonna check. Hey Siri, define materialistic.
Excessively concerned with material possessions, money-oriented.
No? I don't know. I'm not materialistic, but I'm a shopaholic. As I was saying, I definitely was more materialistic when I was younger, but I can't say I'm not at all materialistic. I think everyone at this age, I'm kind of born in this area, is at least quite materialistic, but I would say I'm about a normal amount. But yeah, that completes this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned a little bit about me. And if you ask me a question, I'm like 99% sure I answered it. Thank you guys so much for answering questions. My Instagram will be linked down below if I do future Q&As or anything like that. I try and post as often as I can, and I post on my story daily like quotes and stuff. So yeah, it'd be amazing if you check that out. And if you're new here or you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It means so much, and I really want to hit 200 within like the next like month or so. So yeah, I love you all, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.